Have you ever wondered what it would be like if Wargaming turned the STB-1 into a heavy? Well, this is basically as close as you're going to get, the Type 71. Now, the Type on paper seems incredibly dangerous. It has a turret that is basically impervious, apart from AP Premium into the mantlet, and it also features really good DPM, Leopard 1 accuracy. It's got a lot of great things. However, it also has a lot of downsides that, in my opinion, a lot of the YouTubers forget to mention. For example, the Type 71's accuracy is only 0.24 if you haven't shot for, I think it's 3 seconds, or it's 10.89 seconds. You have to not shoot for the ability to activate. But the vehicle's reload is 7.4 seconds. So that means you are nuking about 30% of your DPM to get that increased accuracy. And if you're fighting an opponent in front of you, most likely you're going to be sitting at what is the base 0.37 dispersion. Yeah, that's really bad. So while this tank may have a very accurate gun, at least in that aspect, in reality, a lot of the time you're using this vehicle, you're not actually getting that insane accuracy unless you've been sitting still for quite a while. It makes this tank actually quite poor in brawling situations. Thankfully, it has a decent gun in terms of damage per minute at 3,200, and that's with a basic rammer, and it also features decent premium pen of 320 mils APCR. So it's got some good things going for it, but definitely that dispersion is really, really bad. And the other really bad thing is the hull armor. The upper plate on the Type 71 it's actually atrocious. It's about 190 mils thick, fully hull down. That means it does not matter what angle you put this tank at. It really doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be pinned on that upper plate, and you can't angle it enough so that AP shells will auto ricochet. So essentially, if you show any bit of the hull, the Type 71 is going to get penned. It's quite an awkward vehicle to drive because of that. And unfortunately, we got a map that's not necessarily great for a vehicle like this. We don't have the camo values. In fact, I don't even think I have camo trained on this vehicle, so we're not going to go towards mid. I'm going to drive towards town if I can, and hopefully we're just going to be able to side scrape. This is a pretty mediocre map. Now, I have two different loadouts for the tank, but both are basically the same. One's hardening, and one's got a kind of like hardening and whatever the other equipment is. I always forget. Now, one thing I can tell you... Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Up against us, we have Tier 9s and Tier 10s. What do they have? They got a Conqueror, VZ55. That's going to be a nasty tank. 268 version 4. I'm going to load gold, just because it's always good. In general advice, it's always good to have your first round as gold, because you never know what's going to roll around the corner, and you might need a gold round to penetrate it. So that's why I always load gold as my first shell. Then, after I've seen what I'm shooting at, I'll swap to standard. But I feel like it's always better to be safe than sorry. That's just the general bit of advice I can always give. Now, I am running a turbo on this vehicle because mobility-wise, it's actually quite slow, which makes it kind of unenjoyable in that aspect. Got a nice shot into the enemy Lorraine, and is he going to poke me? He is. As I said, this vehicle's armor is very poor in the armor department of side-scraping and things like that. Well, it's actually alright at side-scraping, but the hull armor's awful. So, right now, I'm just going to chill here. I'm just going to poke him, and hopefully we can get the shell out. Let's see. There you go. Nice. I don't know how he managed to bounce me, but I guess he wasn't expecting it. Nice thing about this tank is we obviously out-reload the Lorraine, so if he pokes again, there you go. Another nice shell. To be fair, I should be loading standard ammo, but we've already taken what was a full health Lorraine 50-ton and brought him down quite a bit. Now we're just going to get in a side scrape here. Let's see if he bounces us. Oh, that was just an L. Clearly this player does not know what he's doing. But this is a pretty good way to use the tank. You can see because we don't have... Yep, there you go. Already hits us for 748. Crazy! Whoa! I love this game. It's the best game ever. I can't. Where did he even hit us? Yeah, right on the turret. That rolled 748. Penned us with an AP shell. My brain actually can't... my brain can't fathom what just happened to me. Well... That's fun. Thanks, game. Alrighty. I don't know what to say. I'm actually speechless right now. Alright, well, we'll see if the Lorraine pokes. We also got the Contra Caro off to the side, but I'm just going to back on up for now. Let's see. Let's give it a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of time. We can see they have a lot of heavies that have been spotted over here. At this point, I would expect us to be unspotted. Looks like nobody's poking here. Okay, well, let's just wait. And if anybody does poke this corner, we should be able to get a pretty easy shell out. E75 is chilling here as well. Let's see, is the... Oh, there's the Artie. Kind of expected that. Oh, there's the Lorraine poking again. There you go. Nice. Okay, well, as we can see, the accuracy on this vehicle is very good when you're using that special mechanic. And it does feel quite nice to just bonk somebody. Oh boy, no thank you. Not gonna fight a 268 version 4, judging that that tank's gonna cut directly through my armor. So we're just gonna back on up. Gonna keep backing on up. You know, I wonder if we could get to that spot there. I highly doubt it, but it'd be kind of cool if you could. But it looks like it's completely blocked off, and if I drive down there, I'm not gonna make my way back up. Alright, let's see. Is that V4 still waiting over here? That's the question I have at hand right now. Let's see, let's see. Is the V4 still there? Yes, he is. He's staring at us quite intently. Well, let's just stay in a side scrape here. I wonder if we back up far enough, if we can use, like, one of these little bushes back here as enough cover to not get us detected. I wonder. We're about to find out. Contra Car is still bonking our E75. So if we back up to, like, here, I wonder if this bush... Oh, it does work. Nice. There you go. It actually works surprisingly well. Yeah. Oh, and we're not even spotted? That's great. That's actually amazing. Alright, well, there you go. The V4 shot. Unfortunately, we're not able to pen him, but we didn't get spotted either, so that's fine. So, we got a couple spots we can try and pen the V4. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for my increased accuracy, and we're going to miss him completely, bruh. Are we spotted? No? Interesting. Alright, well, that's nice. The problem is we just can't pen the V4. We can either shoot him in the hatch, or we can hit him in the upper superstructure, the hatch. I don't know why I was saying upper superstructure, but we can hatch him. But as of right now, our gun is not working very well. Even with .24 dispersion, we're not able to hit that shot. Alright, well, we'll just keep waiting here. Alright, there's the V4. Unfortunate. Not able to hit any of these shots yet. Just gonna wait a teeny bit. Let's aim it again, and... Bruh. This gun is not working well right now. I think I'm gonna start loading standard ammo, because, at this point, we're just wasting our premium rounds on a tank that we literally cannot pen! Alright. Well, if the V4 is pushing a dead tank out at this point. VZ's getting bled, which is pretty nice. Is the V4 still moving that dead Lorraine? Doesn't look like it. I want to push off to the side a little. Is the Contra Car still there? Doesn't appear so. Okay. I mean, there's really not much to do here. The problem, as I said, is that we're in a vehicle that's really meant to be played hull down, and we're in a position where we aren't able to play hull down. It's just not a great scenario for us here. Well, we got the VZ, we got the Contra Car. Is the Tiger Mouse still sitting right here? Yes, he is. There you go. At least we got a pen, and we were able to angle our tank in a way that he did not hit us back, which is pretty nice. Let's see. Let's see. He almost showed it. Come on, show me your turret, you little stinker. The nice thing is we've got our increased accuracy, so we can easily hit these shots. But, as you saw, we did get bonked back, which is a little unfortunate. V4's over here now, so I'm not going to waste my time on that. We're just going to wait. I wonder if that Contra Car has decided to move up at all. Let's see. We shouldn't be spotted at this point. Let's find out if that Contra Car moved up. I mean, this is definitely a win. And it's a good example of what this tank can do, but we definitely had to play this game very, very passive, just because of the armor profile this vehicle features. I am glad I'm running Turbo, though. Turbo makes this tank much more enjoyable, especially on the mobility department. We're going to get behind this V4 if we can. So let's roll this way, and let's keep going, keep going. Let's see. What are you going to do, Mr. V4? Well, you're about to get bonked in the rear for 300. There you go. Now we reload. 3, 2, 1, bonk. There you go. Nice shot. All that's left is the enemy Contra Caro, but this is a pretty good result. And a good example of this tank's overall capabilities. Let's aim it on the side of the Contra There you go. 4,000 damage. We didn't really get anything assisted, but that was an alright game. There you go. So, first result was a pretty good town fight, actually. You don't want to be the aggressor in this tank. You don't want to be the person that is poking, because if you are, you're going to be bled. If you're driving this tank, you need to be very, very passive. As you noticed, I basically waited and waited and waited for that V4 and everybody else to make mistakes. Thankfully, we had a winning team. But the good news is, if your team does start to lose, this vehicle has enough DPM, even if you do get penned, you can make quick work of them. So our first game wasn't too bad at all. Let's do one more game. A lot of you have been saying that you want to see a double helping of gameplay. Well, another not-so-hull down map, but thankfully we do have a hull down position we are able to work. I have to say, coming from Blitz to PC, there's a lot more hull down positions that you can drive your tanks on Blitz than you can in World of Tanks PC, which is interesting because there's a lot bigger maps on PC, but yeah, there's not a lot of like fully hull down spots in the town here, but on our spawn we do have a bit of an unfair advantage in my opinion, which is a little hull down overlook point, which is at this building right there. So that's where we're going to head. Now, turbocharger, probably not mandatory in this game, but I like to have that reverse speed, and I think, yeah, both of my loadouts are running turbo, so it's pretty basic to run. Alrighty, well, let's head up to that spot. Kron's probably going to chill there as well. It's just literally the most basic spot to drive your heavy. So, at least with turbo on, we are going to get there faster than our teammates. Alright, here we go. And let the camping begin. We will sit here for quite a while. You know, I wonder, with the 2790 and VZ over here, and they're kind of just oblivious, I wonder if we can fight them at all. There you go. I know that you can pen a 2790 in the upper plate with this vehicle. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. There you go, another easy pen. Of course, the Artie hits us, because we love Artie. Oh, and the Leopard's going to bonk us as well, most likely. He actually didn't. Okay, well, unfortunate. At least we were able to get out a little bit of damage, which was quite nice, and will definitely halt... Come on, gun. But it will halt the enemy 2790. Okay, we're going to chill here for now. Oh my. A lot of bombs going off. A lot of bombs going off there. Okay. The only problem is the side we're at is where our hatch is poking, so not necessarily great for us. Is the Leopard going to poke me? Be interesting if he does. The funny thing is the Leopard actually outtrades us. But it doesn't look like he's poking. Okay, is the 2790 over here? No. I can't actually pen the VZ at that angle. He's like perfectly in that little nook. Okay. Well, we'll just see if that Leopard's still looking at me or not. 2790 just got nuked though, which is really nice. Okay, he's dead. That's pretty important. That Leopard's the problem, but nobody on our team wants to push up. Bonk. There you go. Nice roll. 450. Alright, we're chilling here. Just gonna try and bonk the Leopard. There you go. Nice. We're getting some big rolls as well. 480 there. Okay. Okay. So the VZ's chilling in the back. We don't really have anybody over here. Let's see. See if we can bonk this Leopard. Okay, game. Come on. I mean, I guess the Leopard bounced me, which is kind of an L on his part, but I still can't believe that we just got that unlucky. Alright, let's see if we can bonk the Leopard. Bro, what am I looking at? What do you mean bounce? How do you bounce a frickin' Leopard? I don't even understand that. Alright, well, there you go. We got one pen into his tank. Interestingly, no tank destroyers here to shoot us. So we're just going to move on over. Bonk the Leopard. I would load AP, but it's fine. I'm just going to kill the 261 as it is. There you go. Nice 402 shot. Alright, I don't see anything over here. They do have a 4005. They got some nasties, but I could seriously care less if I die, as long as I kill the the artillery. It's always so nice to finish off an arty. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. We are probably going to get shot here. Hello? Interesting. I'm surprised that nobody's waiting for us. Alright, well this is where obviously having a turbo is quite nice, because we are able to get a bit more into the front line. Wonder if loading HE is going to help us here at all. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Yeah, 491 shot into his vehicle. Sweet. Alright, let's see if the 4005 gets spotted again. Come on, there you go. Nice. And bonk. 489 HE into his tank. And we're not able to get any more out, but that's alright. That's already a decent chunk of damage right there. All that's left is one... Oh, wait, they have another 4005. Well, I guess I should have loaded HE, but whatever. Let's just bonk the 4005. There you go. Nice 406 roll. And... nah, we're not able to get him again. But this is a pretty good game. 4,200 damage. So, as we can see, funny enough, I literally wasn't really able to drive the Type 71 haul down at all. I actually played a couple games in the vehicle, hoping I could get it in a haul down position, and it just didn't happen. So, funny enough, as much as this is a beast on a ridgeline, we just didn't really get that opportunity. I played 5 games, and yeah, I mean, we did pretty good. We won, I think, 4 out of the 5, and averaged 2,800. I had a bit of an oopsie in one of the games and got Amarak, so not the best thing ever, but that's the Type 71. It's a solid take, and I would say it's actually a pretty good grind. But at the end of the day, I think the Super Conch kinda is just better. Like, the Super Conch's got more armor, it's got more gun depression, effectively at least, because you don't need to use the hydro pneumatic suspension to gain the gun depression. You've got much better dispersion, you've got better DPM, and the hull is actually well armored. If I was in a Super Conch in any of the games that I played in this vehicle, I could have been a lot more aggressive, I definitely could have done more damage. So while I do think that this is a pretty good vehicle, and it's definitely basically a Type, or an STB1 turned into a heavy, I really don't think it's anything that special, and I would just recommend to either get a Super Conch if you want a heavy, or an STB if you want a hydro pneumatic suspension tank that bonks hard. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.